Hey, welcome back to SNS Grills. I'm Jabin Postal, and today I'm going to show you how to set up and assemble the 22-inch Slow & Sear MasterKettle grill. As I said, welcome back to SNS Grills. I appreciate you being here. Today, I want to show you how to set up and assemble the 22-inch Slow & Sear MasterKettle grill to help make it as easy as possible for you. So everything that you're going to need is already in the box, from the pieces, the hardware, the user guide, and the assembly manual. So I'm going to get everything out of the box, then we'll start assembling the grill. I do now have everything unboxed, and what you'll notice right on top is the MasterKettle assembly guide, and this is your instruction manual to help get everything set up with ease. All right, the first thing that I'm going to be putting together is the lid. To attach the handle to the lid, I'm going to take my A bolt as well as my B spacer, and I'm going to place that onto the deflector, and then I'm going to place that into the handle. Next, I'm going to take my lid and I'm going to place that in through the top holes. Cradle it on the backside, then going to add in my rubber washer as well as my wing nut. Spin that on so it's just hand tight. And then I'm going to do the same to the other side. Next, I'm going to install my top vent. So I'm going to place that directly over the holes, and then I'm going to take my E-bolt and press that down and flip over that lid so that I can install my spring as well as my F-clip. The last thing you'll need to do is install your thermometer, and you'll notice that everything is already attached to the thermometer. So just spin that off, place that through the hole, and then spin on the included wing nut. With the lid all done, I'm going to move it off to the side so that we can start to build the cart. To begin building the cart, I'm starting with the bottom utility rack, and you'll notice that there's the wire rack as well as the frame, and we want the wire rack to be on the lower section. For this step, I'm starting with my number 28 leg, and you'll notice that we do have some screw inlets, and you do need to make sure that these are facing inward. So I'm going to take my first leg as well as the Q-bolt. I'm going to place that through the holes and then secure that to the bottom frame. And then I'm going to repeat this process onto the other side as well. Next, I am going to install my back legs, again using that Q-bolt. And this is going to go into the second hole from the bottom. Tighten this up. There we go. I'm going to do the same to the other side, making sure that I have my screw inlets on the inside. Next, I'm going to add in the brace of the cart, and this is what's going to go from side to side. So I'm going to grab my L-bolt, and I'm going to place that in right into the leg. And then I'm going to repeat that process once again on the back legs. With the braces in place, I'm going to now add on my front panel. Go. And then I'm going to insert my old bolts and connect them with my P-nut. And then I'm also going to take my tools and tighten them up. And once that's done, I'm going to repeat the process on the other side. Lastly, I'm going to add on the piping that sits around the lid bail. And again, I'm going to connect this using the O-bolt as well as the P-nut. Next, I'm going to install the wheels onto the cart. To do this, I'm going to place the first wheel onto the metal rod, followed by my R washer, and then I'm going to slide it through the dedicated holes to the other side, where I'm going to place on my R washer, my wheel, followed by my S washer, and then my pin. Once that's done, I'm going to finish it off by adding my wheel caps. With the frame of the grill put together, it's now time to install my side table as well as the two pieces that are going to sit on the back of the grill. To do this, I'm going to be using my front piece, which is number 15, as well as a J bolt. I'm going to place that in there and then grab my screwdriver and screw it into the frame. I'm again going to take my second J bolt, place that in and screw it together. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Next, I am going to install the front table, again using my J bolts. I'm also going to attach the other side of the table, making sure everything is nice and secure. Okay, so now that the main portions of the cart are put together, it's now time to focus our attention to finishing off the bottom bowl and getting it assembled into the cart itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the housing for our ash sweep, and you'll notice that there is a front to the ash sweep, and we want to make sure that it's on the front of the bowl. So one of the easiest ways to install the housing is to place it directly in front of you and then line up your holes from the housing onto the bowl. And then I'm going to take my L bolt and M washer and place that into the holes and screw them together. Next, I'm going to install my ash sweeps with the triangle facing the front. And then I'm going to use both my H bolt as well as my bracket. I'm going to place those together and then get them into the ash sweep. All right, so I do have the 5-star ash sweep into the bowl. It's not connected yet. And so what I need to do at this point is take my hand and just hold down the bolt, tip it over slightly, and I'm gonna take my ash sweep bar and place it through the slot and then connect it right onto the H bolt. Next, I am going to grab both my spring as well as my N bolt, and I'm going to grab those together and then place them onto the H bolt and then screw it on until it's hand tight. All right, let's go ahead now and get the bottom bowl connected into the cart. And you'll notice that both on the bowl as well as on the cart does have a connect point so that you know which part of the bowl connects to the table. So using my J bolt and my M washer, I'm going to first of all connect the front of the bowl to the table. There we go, and I'm just going to continue to work my way around the bowl. To connect my lid bail, I'm going to connect my two pieces using my J bolt, and then I'm going to feed that through the bottom hole here. I'm going to add on my M washer as well as my K bolt. And then again with my J bolt, I'm going to secure the lid bail to the back of the handle and then tighten everything up. With the lid bail installed, I'm going to move on to putting together the ash bucket. And this is really simple. I'm going to take my L bolt, get that in, followed by my washer, and then my K bolt. Go. And then I'm going to repeat the process for the lower section. There we go. And then I'm going to take my tools and just tighten this down. And this is going to go right under the grill. The last thing that I'm going to install is my utility basket, and this is going to sit on the front of the grill right below the table. All right, the last thing that we need to do is get all of the grates in, beginning with our lower bottom grate. Then I'm going to put in the Slow & Sear Deluxe insert. Then lastly, I have my Easy Spin grate. I'm going to place that in. There we go. And then I'm gonna grab my lid, I'm gonna place that onto the grill. And just like that, the 22-inch Sloan Sear MasterKettle grill is assembled and ready to go for your next big cook.